This story took place in February of this year in northwest London. Amina, a 26-year-old university student, says she still can't take the night bus alone because what followed her that night wasn't supposed to exist. It was raining heavily, the kind of freezing winter rain London is known for. Bus Route 98, Willesden to Holborn. Amina sat in the back seat. Only 2 other passengers and the driver were on board. Then another man got on. Black hoodie, gray joggers, completely soaked. He just stared at Amina, didn't blink once. She tried to ignore him. When she locked her phone and saw her reflection in the screen, the man was suddenly right next to her seat, even though in reality, he was still 6 seats away. Amina quickly moved to the second row. The driver spoke through the intercom. "Miss, you need to move away from him." Amina replied nervously, "I already did." The driver said, "No, he moved before you did. I watched him." In the CCTV monitor above the driver, the man still appeared to be sitting in the original back seat, even though he'd already changed seats 3 times in real life. By the time they reached Holloway Road, the bus was almost empty. The lights began to flicker, and with every flicker, the man changed position. Flicker 1, 4 seats away, flicker 2, 2 seats away, flicker 3, same aisle, flicker 4, 2 seats behind Amina. She screamed. The driver slammed the brakes, but the camera feed still showed the man sitting at the very back, like he was in 2 places at once. Amina pressed the emergency button. The driver pulled over. The rain was pouring down violently. Amina stepped off the bus. The man silently stepped off after her. No footsteps, no sound. He didn't walk. He glided. The driver shouted, "Run! Don't go home!" Amina turned, terrified. "Why?" The driver whispered. "He wasn't on the bus when we began the route." Amina walked fast. The streets were empty. Orange streetlights, water everywhere. The man walked slowly, but every time she turned a corner, he was closer. At a crossing, car headlights blinded her for a second, and suddenly, the man was just 3 feet behind her. She couldn't see his face. A passing Uber driver rolled down his window and yelled, "What the hell is he doing behind you?" Amina turned around. No one was there. The Uber driver, pale, sped off immediately. Amina finally reached her estate. The gate beeped as she tapped her key fob. She stepped inside. The man stopped just outside the gate. She felt a moment of relief. Maybe he couldn't enter. She walked quickly toward her building. The gate swung shut automatically, and the man was suddenly inside the estate, as if he had never been outside at all. The courtyard was dark. Only 1 lamp worked. Cold concrete, silent air. Amina kept walking, looking over her shoulder every 10 seconds. The man stood completely still, but every time she moved ahead, he appeared the exact same distance closer, like he mirrored her steps perfectly. As Amina climbed the stairs to the 4th floor, she looked up and saw the man standing on the rooftop railings directly above her, which was physically impossible. Amina sprinted to her flat, 4C. She slammed the door, locked the latch, locked the deadbolt. She looked through the peephole. The hallway was empty, silent. Her heartbeat slowly calmed. A perfectly straight shadow appeared under her door. No footsteps, no breathing, just a still, frozen shadow, waiting. Amina opened the estate CCTV app on her phone. The camera showed an empty hallway. Nobody outside her flat, but the shadow under her door was still there. Impossible. The shadow slowly rotated sideways, not naturally, but like someone turning a cardboard cutout. Amina looked through the peephole again. Suddenly, an eye appeared right in front of it, jet black, glass-like, emotionless, not human. CCTV still showed no one in the corridor. The eye existed only through the peephole. Then a whisper came through the wood. "I was never behind you." Terrified, Amina backed into the living room. The kitchen light flickered. Her bedroom door slowly creaked open. The air turned freezing. She felt something standing behind her. She spun around. Nothing. The flat was silent. Her phone suddenly showed a live feed from a new camera, a camera inside her own flat, but she didn't own any cameras. Amina sat on the sofa, shaking. Outside, the rain hit the window. She could see her reflection in the glass. She wasn't alone in the reflection. A man in a black hoodie was standing behind her. She whipped around. No one. But in the window reflection, he was still there. In the reflection, the man smiled slowly. In reality, no smile existed. Every light in the flat went out. Only the faint hum of the fridge remained. Amina turned on her phone torch. On the wall were wet footprints, not shoes, bare feet, large, long toes, human but wrong. They led toward the bedroom. The bedroom door was now locked from the inside, as if someone had gone in. Amina slowly turned the handle. It unlocked instantly. The room was pitch black. Only the curtains moved with the cold air. Something was dragging under the bed, a slow breathing sound. She knelt and shined her phone under the bed. Nothing. When she turned the light off and back on, two pale hands were stretched out on the floor. When the torch hit them again, they vanished. Amina's phone rang. Unknown number. She answered. Silence. Then the same whisper. "Why did you run?" Suddenly, 3 sharp taps on the peephole. 1, 2, 3. Like someone knocking with bone, not knuckles. In the background of the call, Amina could hear her own footsteps, but she was standing completely still. Amina ran out into the hallway. Empty. Silent. One of the CCTV cameras rotated by itself and pointed directly at her. Everywhere she went, the camera followed her. As she reached the stairwell, she saw him. Black hoodie, but the face was not human. Skin gray, neck too long, body slightly blurred like he wasn't fully in this world. Every step Amina took down the stairs, the man appeared on the same step instantly, as if gravity didn't apply to him. The courtyard was silent. Gate locked. No taxi, no driver, no movement. The man was 10 feet away, then 5. Then suddenly, he was right in front of her, breath cold, face blank. He whispered, "I wasn't following you. You walked into my route." Amina blinked, and he appeared behind her, hand on her shoulder. The next morning, estate security reviewed the CCTV. Amina was clearly visible, running, looking back, panicking, but she was alone in every frame. No man behind her, no shadow following her, except one frame, a glitch. For a single moment, the man appeared behind her, face inches from her neck, eyes black and fully open, before disappearing again. The final camera caught Amina leaving the estate's gate. She looked over her shoulder and whispered, "Please, not again." Behind the gate, a blurred black figure appeared for half a second, then vanished. Amina's last recorded words, "Stop following me." But the investigation concluded. The figure hadn't been following her. It always appeared ahead of her. You live in northwest London, and you ever take the night bus home, watch the windows carefully. Sometimes the reflection shows things the real world doesn't. And if a shadow waits under your door, never look through the peephole.